Good evening, and I welcome you, students. This is a very important and amazing lecture which is going to be there today. This is based on refraction of light. You have observed that light travels almost along a straight path in a transparent medium. We have studied the reflection of light. Last time we studied the reflection of light. But what happens when light passes from one transparent medium to another? What happens when light passes from one transparent medium to another? For example, students, you may have observed what you may have observed. If you have done swimming, have you done swimming? Then if you stand before the swimming pool, you will find that the swimming pool appears less deeper than it is actually. If you stand before a pond of water, you will find the pond containing water appears to be raised. Similarly, the bottom of a tank also appears to be raised. If you have a printed sheet, put a glass slab over this, what happens? The letters appear raised when viewed through the glass slab. What is this? What is the reason for all this? For example, here we have shown you some pictures. This is a pencil. If you put a pencil in a water, what happens? If you are viewing the pencil from what will be the result of this? It appears bent. Have you seen it? Put a pencil in water, it appears bent. Why it appears bent? What is the reason? Apparent displacement of the pencil. This is a pencil, students, immersed in water. Now what you are seeing, there is a apparent displacement of a pencil. This pencil actually is this. What is visible to you, student? You can see this appears to be like this. So what has happened? Why the pencil is appearing displaced from when partially immersed in the water? The pencil is displaced. Similarly, a coin is present at this point in the water, student. What will happen if you add water to this? The coin is not appearing here now. The coin is appearing at this point. So it is raised. The coin has been raised, student. It is not appearing at this point. Actually, this is the point of the coin. If you put your hand and try to see that, it appears displaced inside the water. What is happening? Actually, the ray of light I have shown, this is a ray of light. It should have been going like this, student. But it is not going like this. What has happened? It has bent. You see, the ray of light is not traveling now straight. In a transparent medium, what we find, light is traveling along a straight line path. But the light is now changing its path. It is not traveling like this, but it has changed its path. What is happening? The light, when going from water to air, has changed its path. Therefore, the coin is appearing displaced. Similarly, here is a fish tank. Now the fish is actually at position here. But if you are looking from outside, what happens? The fish appears displaced. See, the fish appears raised. Why? So the light, which is not, what has happened? The light is not going straight, but it has bent. As you can see, the light going from water to air. This is our water and this is air. These are two different medium. So light going from water to air You can see it is bent. Now, similarly, if you will see a glass prism, what happens if I pass a monochromatic light? Supposing this is a red wavelength light. Red wavelength light, if I pass it through a glass prism, what happens? It is not going like this, but it suffers a deviation towards the base of the, this is a, what is this? Glass prism. The light is now displaced. As you can see, it is bent towards the base. So this suffers a deviation. Similarly, what happens, students? This is a water droplet of the water. When sun rays are falling on this, what happens? This is my air, this is my water. So the light ray does not go straight, student. This is a straight path, but it bends, it undergoes, it is bending, then it is undergoing reflection. And when it comes out, what you see? Rainbow. Have you seen rainbow? We will discuss this in more detail. Now, why all these phenomena are occurring, student? What is the reason that a pencil appears to be displaced when we put in water? And you will find, I am using water here. If instead of water, I use some other liquid, for example, kerosene or turpentine oil, the effects will be different. What we will find that they will show different extents of displacement, because this medium, as I change the medium, the amount of the bending of the light is also changing. So it depends on the nature of the medium. Displacement is different in water, displacement is different in kerosene or in turpentine. But these phenomena are quite common to us. What are these examples, students, which we have told you? You have an idea what I am talking about. This is called a refraction of light. All this we say, these are examples of refraction of light, student. That means the light changes its path when it goes from one medium to another medium. When light is going in the same medium, it is traveling, you are saying, in a straight line. But when light moves from one medium to another medium, when light passes from one medium to another medium, then it changes its path. That is what we are saying is the refraction of the light. There are two types of medium. One is a rare medium and denser medium. What is a rare medium? Rare medium means it has less density. We are saying it is less density, optically less dense. What it means? The particles of which the substance is made are at a further distance, their density is less. Denser medium means that this is optically more dense. What it means? The particles are closer to each other. For example, air, if I have air and water, can you tell me which will be rare medium and which will be denser medium out of air and water? In air contains particles of the gas, oxygen, nitrogen, dust particles, and many other particles. But you can see that air is all around you. It is having less density. Air is less dense as compared to water. The molecules of water are very closely bonded with each other through a hydrogen bond. So water is more dense than air. So we, out of the two, if I say air and water, I can say air is a rare medium and water is a denser medium. If I consider glass, then glass is even more denser than water. And in general, you know, solids are more denser than liquids. Liquids are more denser than the gases. So when light is traveling from rare to dense or dense to rare, it will change the path of the light. This is what we call as a refraction of light. In going from rare to denser medium, rays of light bends towards the normal. Important point. Rare to denser. The light bends towards the normal. And in going from denser to rare, light bends away from the normal. Experimental observation has been done. And for example, what I am saying, if consider this is our water. This is the water, students. So if consider if something is here, then what happens if I am observing from this side, student? Then this is my normal. This 90-degree angle is my normal. It is not going like this, but it has bent. So it is bending away from the normal. This is a denser medium, water, and this is air, which is rare. So light moving from denser to rare bends away from the normal, away from them. That was the reason that when I observe the object, it appears at this point. It appears displaced, raised from the original position. What happens when light moves from rare to denser? For example, consider this is a glass slab. Glass slab. And this is my air. Supposing light is coming like this, students. It should go like this, but it doesn't go like this. If I draw the normal is 90-degree angle. This is right, 90-degree angle. What happens? This bends towards the normal. What you are seeing now, when it moves from air to glass, it is bending towards the normal. From denser to rare, the light is bending away from normal. Can you see this? And here, what is happening? From rare to denser. Air is rare, glass slab is denser. This is denser medium, this is rare. So when light passes from rare to denser, what happens? It bends towards the normal. Is it clear? This is what we say refraction of the light. This is the refraction of the light. The next question, which is important, student, why should there be refraction? Why should light bend? What happens? The cause of refraction is that light travels at different speeds in different media. This is a very important point. The cause of the reaction. What is the cause of refraction, students? This is an important question for us. The refraction of light travels at different speeds in different media. You are saying the speed of light is different in different media. What will happen? Will the speed be more in denser medium or in rare medium? Tell me, students. Light will travel faster. Light will travel faster, student, in rare medium. Because density is less, particles are away from each other. So light will travel faster in rare medium because it is optically less dense. And what will happen? the light will slow down, light will travel slower in denser medium. And that is the reason, students, when light passes from air to glass, air light is speed is faster, in glass the speed of the light is slower, so it bends towards the normal. So light is like a wave is coming, so the speed of the light has become less, and therefore it bends towards the normal. When it moves from denser to rare, the speed of the light increases and it bends away from the normal. Therefore, refraction is caused due to change in speed of light when it enters from one medium to another. When light goes from air to water, it bends towards the normal because there is a reduction in the speed. Note it down. Why? When the light will travel from air to water, it will bend towards the normal. When light will travel from, if light travels from air to glass, what will happen? This is a denser medium. This is a rare medium. Then what will happen, students? If I consider a glass slab, if this is my glass slab, student, light is coming like this, student. This is the normal, and that is 90 degree, 90 degree. What will happen? The light doesn't go like this, but it bends towards. So you can see the light is not gone straight, it has bent towards the normal, towards the normal. So when light goes from air to glass, the speed of the light is less in glass, the speed of the light is more in air. What is the result of this? It bends towards the normal. Is it clear? What is the cause of the refraction? What is the cause of the refraction, student? The speed of the light is different in different medium. So light will travel slower if a medium is dense. More optically denser the medium, the slower will be the speed of the light. Here are some of the activities we can do. Activity, what activity you can do, students? Place a coin at the bottom of a bucket filled with water. With your eye to a side above water, try to pick up the coin in one go. Did you succeed? Here is a coin. There is a water. You try to pick up, but you can't because outside it appears raised, student. So why did you not succeed in doing in one go? Compare your experience with theirs. So what this activity is proving, that light from, when light travels from water to air, water is a dense medium and this is a rare medium. What will happen? It bends away from normal. The result of this is coin appears displaced. Actual position of the coin is this, but it appears at this point. So try to get it. You won't get it because due to refraction of light, you can see there is the light. This, if I draw, you can see that this should have gone like this. But if I draw a normal at 90 degree, what has happened? It has bent away from the normal. So the coin appears here. Apparent position of the coin. This is the real position of the coin. This is the apparent position of the coin. This is due to refraction of light. Let us see refraction through a rectangular glass. In the lab, you will find a rectangular glass, student. What happens? This is my rectangular glass. This is medium 2. This is my air. Air is rare. Rare medium. Denser medium. Now the light ray, this is an incident ray, student. It should have gone like this. But what happened? This is normal. This bends towards the normal. This bends towards the normal. As you can see, this is the angle of incidence. This is the angle of refraction. Angle I is the angle of incidence, students. and angle R is the angle of refraction. So light traveling from it is bent. So what has happened? There is a lateral displacement. There is a lateral displacement. Now when light will come from glass to air, what will happen? It will bend away from the normal. This is our normal. This is our normal. This will bend away from the normal. This is the, again, this is the angle of I and this is angle of R. So it bends away from the normal. So students, this is, I will say I1, R1, this is I2 and R2. So here you see what has happened. There is a lateral displacement which has taken place. This is called lateral displacement. The more the difference in the optical density of the two medium, more will be the lateral displacement. More will be the lateral displacement. So we already said this is an example of refraction of light. So what has happened? Refraction of light. This is due to change in speed of the light. Due to change in speed of the light. Speed of the light when it enters from one transparent medium to another. When it enters from one transparent medium means light can pass through it. If light cannot pass through it, then what will be observed? Nothing. It will be reflected. So refraction of light is due to change in speed of light when it enters from one transparent medium to another. All right, you can draw this picture, students. Activity. We can perform another activity, student, which is given in the NCERT book. What he says: fix a sheet of paper on drawing board using drawing pins, place a rectangular glass slab over sheet, draw outline of the slab, take 4 identical pins, fix 2 pins such that one line joining pin is inclined to edge AB. Look for the images of pin A3, the opposite edge, fix 2 other pins G and H. Remove the pins, join the position of the slabs and produce a line. Let EF meet AB at O. Similarly, join positions of the tip and edges. Let join O and O. Let me see what we are doing. Here is an activity, student. Read it carefully. You can do it in the science lab, in the physics lab. There is a rectangular glass slab you are putting on a sheet. Let us see what I am saying. Here is the picture, student. This is a sheet. This is a glass slab which you have put on a wide sheet on a board. You will have 2 pins E and F. Okay? And now from the other side, you see, put 2 more pins G and H so that they are in the same line. You have to see it. Now you remove the glass slab and draw. This you can draw on the white sheet. What do you find? That this is the incident light. Okay? And this is the refracted light. Refracted light. Again, incident, refracted. So you will see angle I1 and angle R1. Air to glass, light suffers refraction. From glass to air, it again suffers refraction. What happens? This time it goes away from the normal. This is coming in towards the normal. So when a light ray is traveling from rare to denser medium, slows down and bends towards the normal. Clear? Noted this point? Rare to denser medium slows down. The speed becomes less and it bends towards the normal. When it travels from denser to rare medium, it speeds up and bends away from the normal. This can be seen by this activity or experiment in the physics. After doing these experiments, students, there are certain laws of the reflection, and this was given by Snell, so they are called Snell's laws of reflection. What are we just like we studied, there are laws of reflection. Now we are coming to the laws of refraction, students. What was observed after doing these experiments, these activities? The incident ray, the refracted ray, and normal to interface of 2 media at a point all lie in the same plane. What I am trying to say? Which is the incident ray here, student? This is my incident ray. This is a normal. And this is a refracted ray. They all lie in the same plane. This is the plane of the paper. So they are in the same plane. What do you mean by plane? This you can see, this is one plane. Two-dimensional. This sheet of paper. So they are in the same plane. What is the second? The ratio of the sine of angle of incidence to the sine of the angle of refraction is a constant. Now, in laws of reflection, you found that angle of incident is equal to angle of reflection when a ray of light was passing on a plane mirror. But here, it is not that, it is the sine of the I by sine of R, which is constant. What we are saying, the ratio of sine of angle of incidence to the sine of reflection constant for the light of a given color. Given color means if I use violet color, pure red color, or any green color light, because each color of the light has different wavelengths. You have seen 7 colors of the light. Then what will be observed, student? This law will hold true. This is also called Snell's law of reflection. Important, very important, Snell's law of refraction. So if I say the light is passing from air to glass, a particular glass slab which I am using, then it was observed that the ratio of the sine I and sine R is always a constant. These are trigonometric function. In trigonometry, you know what are sine angles, cosine angles, tan angles. This is called Snell's law of refraction, where I is the incidence angle and R is the angle of refraction. I is the angle of incidence, R is the angle of refraction. The constant value is called the refractive index of second medium with respect to one. This sine of I by sine R is also called the refractive index of medium 2 with respect to medium 1. What it means? For example, in the glass slab, this is my glass and this is my air. The light is passing from this. Now this angle is I, this angle is R. So in this case, sine I by sine R is a constant. If I have the same glass, this value is a constant. So we will say that this is the refractive index. If I put the value of I and put the value of I will get some value which will be a constant. And this is known as the refractive index. This will be the refractive index of glass with respect to air. With respect to air. So sine of I is the angle of that which is coming from the air. When it is coming from air to glass, this angle of incidence is on the top and this is at the bottom. And you know the speed of light is less in glass as compared to speed of light in air. So we are now defined what we call as refractive index. Important questions will be there on refractive index, students. So try to learn what is refractive index. What do you mean by refractive index, student? The refractive index is the measure of bending of light when it passes from one medium to another. It can be defined as a ratio of velocity of light ray in empty space to velocity of light in the substance. What do you mean by velocity of light in vacuum? You know the velocity of light in vacuum is velocity of light in empty space Empty space means there is nothing, which we say vacuum. This velocity is known to us 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second. This is the speed of light in vacuum. And we assume this is almost equal to the speed of light in air also, because air is a very rare medium. The particles of air, oxygen, nitrogen, small particles, they are separated from each other in the gas form. So we can assume almost the speed of light would be same in the vacuum or in the air. So it is defined as the ratio of velocity of light in the empty space to the velocity of light in the substance. And is the refractive index of the medium. C is the velocity of light in vacuum. Vacuum means there is no medium. Divided by V is the velocity of light in the medium. Velocity of light in medium. Since it is a ratio, there is no unit of the refractive index. So sine of a sine R, and where n is the refractive index of the denser medium. When I use sine of I by sine of R, student, we defined that it is moving from, for example, air to glass. This is rare and this is denser medium. So it is the refractive index of the denser medium in the glass medium, the glass. If I reverse it, then what will be the refractive index of the glass to air? Then that will be, if I want, this is the refractive index student, which I am defining of denser medium. And if I want refractive index, supposing n dash, let me put n dash of air to glass. This is air to glass, glass to air. Then it will be 1 by n, which will be 1 of sine I by sine R. That will be equal to sine of R divided by sine of. So we can define refractive index by this way. Note down everything, students. Note down everything. So what we are saying, very important thing. There will be questions in the paper on refractive index. Refractive index can be linked to important physical quantity, relative speed of propagation of light in different media. The speed of the light is different in different media, so they will have different value of the refractive index. Refractive index. So angle I and angle R will depend on what factor? Angle of incidence. Angle R will depend on the denser the medium, the lesser will be R. The lesser will be R. If sine R is less, then value will increase with that. And the reason you are saying the speed of the light is different. It turns out light propagates with different speeds in different media. Fastest in vacuum, 3 into 10 power. In air, speed is only marginally less compared to that in vacuum. It reduces considerably glass or water. The value of refractive index for a given theorem depends on the speed of light in two media. So we can give a formula. This is the refractive index of media 2 with respect to 1. 2 with respect to 1 means light is coming from 1 to 2. Light is coming from 1 to 2. Is given as, is equal to, we represent it by n to 1. Refractive index of 2 with respect to 1. That is the speed of light in medium 1. Speed of light in medium 1, which is V1, divided by speed of light in medium 2. In medium 2, V1 by V2. This is the formula we are giving. And speed of light in medium, and if I say refractive index of 1 with respect to 2, and this is n to 1, this is the refractive index of 1 with respect to 2. refractive index of 1 with respect to 2. That means the light is going from glass to air now, for example, then that will be equal to 1 by n2 1. So which will be V2 by V. Note down these formulas, they are important. A question could be put on this. Now students, if medium 1 is vacuum or air, then refractive index of medium 2 is considered with respect to vacuum. As we said, the speed of light in vacuum is almost equal to speed of light in air. So we can assume air to be vacuum. If one of the medium is air, then we can say that will be taken as the absolute refractive index. Absolute refractive index is defined as speed of light in vacuum divided by the speed of light in the medium. And we are saying the speed of light in vacuum is almost equal to speed of light in air. So we can say that speed of light in air divided by speed of light in the medium. This value is known to you, almost 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second. This value is known to us. So we can put 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second divided by the velocity v in the medium. That is called the absolute value of the refractive index. So refractive index of any medium, refractive index of glass will mean the speed of light in. So when I say that refractive index of glass, then you say 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second divided by the speed of light in glass. Now this speed depends on what? This depends on the density of the medium. If glass is density is more, that speed will be less than this. So if we know what is the speed of light in glass, then we can easily find, for example, for the glass, this speed, supposing the speed of the light in glass is speed of light in glass is 2 into 10 power 8 meter per second. This value is less than this. If I put it here, then I can get the refractive index of glass. I can get the value of the refractive index of glass, students. Then what will be the refractive index of glass? We can say 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second divided by 2 into 10 power 8 meter per second. This will cancel out. So it will come to be around 1.5. So we can say then the refractive index of glass is 1.5. The more denser the medium, what will happen? The value of this will decrease and the refractive index value will increase. The medium which is more dense will have larger value of the refractive index. Here is a picture of the table which is given in the NCERT book. Students, absolute value of the refractive index of some material media are given. For air 1.003, the refractive index of air is almost 1, we say, because the velocity in vacuum divided by velocity in air is 1.003. There is only slight variation, slight difference in the velocity, slightly less in air as compared to vacuum. That's what I'm saying. In ice 1.31, in water 1.33. So the density, as our density is increasing, the refractive index is increasing. As you can see, refractive index value increases as the density of medium increases. So here you can see ground glass is 1.50, 1.52, rock salt 1.53, carbon dioxide, flint glass, ruby glass, and you can see diamond value is very high. That means, can you tell me which has the highest optical density in these? Diamond is optically most dense and has the highest refractive index, students. That means the speed of light will be minimum in where? Diamond. Such question will be there, student. The more higher the refractive index means in that medium the speed of light is slowest. The speed of light is slowest where? In diamond. Because the refractive index is high. Higher the refractive index, lower the speed. So refractive index is inversely proportional to the speed of the light. And refractive index is directly proportional to the density. Important points. Therefore, we can say, student, very important point. But we are learning. Very important questions will be there on this. What we are saying, the ability of medium to refract light is also expressed in terms of its optical density. Optical density as a definition, it is not the same as mass density. We have been using rare medium and denser medium. Actually, optically rare medium, optically denser medium respectively. When we can say medium is optically denser than other in comparing to media, one with larger refractive index, larger refractive index, ठीक है, means more optically denser medium. More optical denser medium, and that means student, the speed of light, what will happen? The speed of light will become slowest in most optically denser medium. ठीक है? So rare light will, from rare to denser medium will slow down and bends, and that light will bend more towards the normal. Therefore, the refractive index, you said, the sign of I and sign R, this value will be less, R value will decrease, and N will increase, refractive index will increase. That means the optical denser medium, if a medium is optically denser, then its refractive index will be more. Yes or no? Is it correct? Top question from this: a ray of light traveling in air enters obliquely into water. Does the light ray bend towards the normal or away from the normal? Why? What is your answer, students? Top question. Since air is rare, water is denser medium, so the speed of light will decrease. The speed of light is less. less in water. As a result of this, what will happen? The light ray will bend towards the normal. The light ray will bend students towards the normal. Top question is on the screen, students. Light enters from air to glass. Refractive index. This is from air to glass, he is saying. Okay? Air to glass, I am saying N1, 2. Air medium 1, student, and glass medium 2. So how do we define that? When light goes from medium 1 to 2, the refractive index, what is the speed of light in glass? This is given as the speed of light in air. Vacuum or air is the same thing, divided by the speed of light in glass Now light is entering from air to glass, student. Refractive index is how much? 1.50. What is the speed of light in 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second? Then what is the velocity in glass? Then velocity in glass will be equal to, student, 3 into 10 power 8 divided by 1.5. What is the answer you are getting? 2 into 10 power 8 meter per second. So you can see what is the result of these students. The speed of light. What has happened to the speed of light? In glass is less as compared to air. The speed of light, as you can see, is less in glass because glass is a denser medium. The speed of light in glass is less than the speed of light in air. So these are some of the top questions, student, on the reflection of light. And this ends up the topic of the reflection of light, students. Any doubt? Do you have any doubt, students?
No, sir.
Okay. Then I will see you in the next class. Bye-bye. Keep revising all the lectures which we are uploaded in the YouTube for all the sample papers which have been solved. Listen to them carefully, make proper notes, and you can do very good in exams. If you have any doubts, students, you can meet me personally also, no problem. And we can solve some more question and sample papers. All right, then bye-bye. I'll meet you in the next class. Keep on sharing our videos with all your friends. Subscribe the channel, and this notes will be useful for you 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, and I will also be useful for colleges and any competition exam which you will go for physics, chemistry, bio, and all others. Therefore, important that you subscribe the channel and be with us. We will solve all important questions for the exam also. Okay, then I see you next time.